Just a week ago, my good friend Dan sent me a digitized copy of my 50th birthday party in Winnipeg at the Art Gallery in 1998. And I spent a while editing it and viewing it, and it was a 1 hour and 30 something minute production that I've tried to cut down and sped up some parts, chopped here and there to get it down to something a little more reasonable to watch. And I'm also going to make a little teaser of just all the faces that were there if you don't want to spend 25 minutes, a few minutes just to see who showed up, who I got to buy tickets. And while I mention that, I'd like to apologize for those of you who had to buy tickets to my party and were astounded that I would do that. But my rationale was that I would save people from buying gag gifts and stuff. I would take the cash and generate a little bit of a party and have some more money to spend. It wasn't all profit motivated. And with that, any of you who bought tickets, I'd like to offer you a 50% discount for my next party, my 100th. And make sure you keep tuned in to learn about that. But check these out, and there's some people there that have passed on this tape, and it's wonderful to see some of those faces, to see the fun that was shared that night. I definitely had a good time, and I think there's a few others there that did. Hopefully you enjoy viewing this. And if any of you are in Qualicum Beach, make sure you look us up. Ciao for now. Where are we?
And why they aren't coming?
That's it. He's having a party for the sake of a party. Okay. He's a goof.
No, in court, I would have come here and you probably wouldn't have been here.
He's in your turn, buddy. No, I have to think of a good Tade. Come on. Come on, Tade.
I really have all those friends.
Where are all his friends? Let's go with the phone. Not much for words, obviously.
Happy Courts, happy birthday. She's squiggly. You guys?
Oh, okay.
Remember when we used to go out when I was younger? And we needed a happy birthday anyway.
Happy birthday, Court. We'll see you at 60. Happy birthday, Court. Happy birthday, Court.
No, come back to me. Happy birthday, Court.
I can understand was I've never really met anybody who's invited people to his own birthday party, let alone his 50th. That's it.
You wouldn't celebrate your 50th.
Hi, Clark. Good evening. Hey, you know what? The food was great. I've got to say, this is the best 50th birthday party I've ever been to. Happy birthday, buddy. Good night.
Happy birthday, Court.
Yeah.
Brooker, you don't look a day over 49. Well, actually you do. You look like you're about 60, but we're all too nice to tell you.
One last thing, Court. We just all want to know what percentage you're making on the food and drinks. Gary, you have to share a birthday. That's it? Short and sweet.
Album all the time, but Terry did a lot of good work for me, and we had a lot of fun as well. Sitting next to Terry is my lovely son, Michael, and he's visiting us from Vancouver. And next to them is Gary Finley. Gary is an Irishman way back. He is a party animal, can sing some Irish songs, and I imagine he'll be talking a little later on. He is quite the character and a good friend. And also, I think he's been known to go to the pub on Saturday afternoons at that time. Probably quite frequently.
Worked in the studio together, and I just royally ticked her off most of the time. We had a lot of fun in that industry. It's a little different than General Motors background. We had a lot of creative ideas, and actually, in that industry, I satisfied more than 350 women. And for those of you married, you're probably having trouble satisfying one. Next to Diane is Dan St. Andrews. He works with General Motors. We worked together for several years. 6 of us across the country got together in meetings fairly frequently. He got me into more trouble, and he's more dangerous than anybody in this room. I'd stay away from him. Good man. We had a lot of fun. Next to him, and hopefully, I'm not going to forget any names tonight. I'm doing good so far, but I'll probably stall out pretty quickly. Morris and Charlotte Downey. He's moved from Edmonton. He's relatively new here. He hasn't got to know me that well yet. That's why he's here. But they're neighbors of ours in Richmond West, and welcome to Winnipeg, and hopefully have some fun tonight. I think, yeah, good. We'll have some more here. Next to him, I'm looking for Tom. I employed at General Motors, I think about 1.5 years. Creative talent. You'll probably hear some of his humor later on, or during, or around this evening. And great individual to work with. We've had some fun. We've been to Melita together. And worked out there. That was a big day. Next to Boss is Pat and Bob Kavanaugh. Bob's a relatively new hire. He's 19 years old, just stretched out. No, actually, Bob's been around General Motors for 20 years, and we've had lots of interesting encounters traveling around over the years. And Bob's got he's probably a Bob Newhart General Motors employee, and a good friend over the years, lots of fun and excitement, and recently joined the traveling area of General Motors and is really having a lot of fun. Right, Craig? Absolutely. The non-structured lifestyle is really fun. Next to Greg is Al Sant. Al worked in the warehouse. We had many years of working together experience. Al's retired from General Motors, has a bunch of interesting hobbies, and most of them are grandchildren, and really involved in the community in many, many ways. Next to him, all the way from Hambiota, we got Ron and Janet Vandenbush. And Janet and I worked together. She's an executive assistant. She wasn't working with me, she was working with somebody else. But I made her life real hell for a long time. I'm really surprised you're here, Dad. We had a lot of fun, I think. She had to retire after 10 years. She couldn't take me anymore. But thank you for coming out, Janet, brought me so far. Next to Janet, we've got Bob and Muriel Sprague. Muriel works at General Motors as well, and she sits out right in front of my office, and I think she wonders why I bounce ping pong balls off my wall all the time, but she thinks I'm nuts. But she's been at General Motors a lot longer than most of us. She's got a lot of experience with what I'm trying to say, and she can control anybody in that building. She actually runs General Motors in Western Canada. Next to Troy is my mother, and she's the one that's responsible for me. And this year I should never give my mother's age away, but she's also going to celebrate a milestone in February. She'll be 80 years of age in February. I love my mother today. She didn't want to come tonight. She didn't want to pay the $15, so I gave her $15. I'll be around and I won't pick it up. And next to my mother there's an empty chair. I think that's where my daughter was sitting. Claire, were you sitting there? No. See, well, my lovely daughter standing behind my, oh, that's not my lovely daughter, that's my ugly daughter. That's getting worse. My daughter's worried, and I'll speak about my family a little bit more in a minute. But next to my mother sitting down is my brother's daughter, my niece. My brother, by the way, I only have one brother. He's not here. He's at a wedding for somebody he doesn't know. The only reason he's over there is because there's free drinks. He's coming over. He's coming over, I believe. Carrie, is he coming over? Yeah. My niece, Carrie, and her fiancé, Gerald, who are going to be married actually in this facility next year. And I've got them to attach the bill to their wedding, so it's cut down a little bit on the food expense here. So thanks for coming out. And next to them is my lovely wife, Betty. She's doing this right now. And I have a microphone. And I know she doesn't talk until I get home later, but my wife puts up with a fair amount. So I apologize for all the things I've said in the past and the things I'm going to say in the next few minutes. Betty was actually going to put a function on for me, but it was something to do with the box. I had to get in it, and they were going to bury it. So I thought it'd be much nicer to have it here, everybody can stand up. Sitting back, I have some fun tonight. I know we can have fun. We're out at Gimli together. We sat around the table, and they're showing me how to drink beer. They sat there and they just drank beer and shot the breeze for a while. And then went down to the White House, but had a few laughs. Betty's up for lunch all the time. He's got a good one for Dave. He's invited me for lunch 3 times at Christmas time. I go for lunch, he doesn't show up. So I always wait for him. But I knew sometime I'd give you a shot on that one. But a good friend as well, he does show up for some of the lunches. And we have a couple of good times together. And at this next table, this table right over here is primarily my wife's family, and we just forget about that. Just kidding. Jeff and Carol Hansi, right here. Jeff is related to the automotive industry. His father worked for Chrysler. Do you see the Chrysler art around here? Nah, General Motors. But and Jeff is involved in the automotive industry as well. And with the auction group right now, and formerly with Chrysler products. By the way, Bob, we're only 40% of the market pretty soon, right? Oh, we can't do that. Next to them is Sandy and Randy. They just moved. They moved out to Regina. Randy's in the transmission business. And just started a business in Regina. I really appreciate you coming out here, driving back just for this event. And next to them is Guy Thomas, and he's actually worked for General Motors for a while, for a short space of time in the warehouse. And was it you that was always late? Because the bus driver had diarrhea? Is that clear? And Benny's brother, Frank Thomas, kissed me over here, by the way. I did not like that. The lecture went okay, but it was a tongue swirling on the kids. There's no more of that tonight. Brent is going to be a father in, I think, in October. He's quite nervous about it. He's also the ZEP salesman for the area here, chemical salesperson. He's turned into a ZEP nut. So if you need any chemicals tonight, like legitimate chemicals, he's probably the guy to see. Next to Brent is the leader of that troop over there is Laura Thomas. Laura and Don Thomas. You notice I said the leader of the troop is Laura. Don is he thinks he's a king, but it's actually a queendom over there. Those girls. There are no else except for Guy and that family, and Don. But Don I've known for quite a while. And Benny's uncle, he taught me a lot of neat things over the years. Perseverance, sticking to your guns is a recipe for success. He worked hard and quite successful in this business. He also taught me how to shoot those little darts, around the furnace room. We used to get guns and drink rum and coke and run around the room and shoot each other. And I'd go upstairs with these things stuck around. Like he's the president of a company and all that kind of stuff, but he still likes to shoot darts around the furnace. So I admire that kind of fun and quality. Now, what time do we have that schedule here for time? And I don't want to go too...
I've never met you before, but Our hats are off to you. Annette, I'll pay for your airfare and Annette and Dan's airfare, first class round trip to Winnipeg for this function if you don't fill the prescription.
You know what? I'm speechless. Dan stole the thunder. I mean, after talk like that, is there anything somebody can say? I don't think. Happy birthday. I mean, the truth comes out here that your intelligence and looks don't come from your dad. I mean, it's obvious. What more can I say? I'll just stick to a plain ordinary happy birthday.
Hey, Sandy, speak up. Gary, your turn.
Posterity here.
Here's to Gord, he's got class. Here's to Gord, he's
Am I live? You're on live. I'm live? I hate being live on there. Today's weather forecast is some slight clouds. Let me cool. It's cool. And Gord, if you're okay, I just want to say it's a very nice party. You played well. Louder. You played well. You played well. Who's your daddy? Now back to you, baby. Not even a happy birthday? Happy birthday. Yeah. You gotta say it again.
Happy birthday.
That's it, brother? Okay.
Happy birthday. 50 is a big number. Never guessed it. Actually, I wrote on the card. We sent you a card. No money though. But I did send you a card. So I wrote on the card. Never guessed. I thought it was maybe like 45, 50, like you could catch them sometime. But two very different people. Two very different people. I have to say, I don't know. I never seen this go ever. Like, what is going on? You're gifted. I don't think you should hide that gift. You should develop that talent. So next, August 28th, Art Gallery next year. We'll pay you. Happy birthday. I'm not usually a mean person. As I say, the check is in the mail.
You guys.
Hi there. Hi there. I want to just make a comment about Gord referring to me in the past. Really, he taught me everything I know about basic debauchery and overpartying. There's no question about it. And you would agree with me there when you wrote it. So I hope that he realizes that he's just not telling total truths these days. He's starting to use. He's fabricating far too much now. So obviously it's out of control, and he's only 50. I don't know what's going to happen from now on. But all the best to him, anyways.
Gotcha. Your turn. Not me. Oh. There you go, Chrissy. Your turn.
Birthday court.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Happy birthday, Gord.
That's it.
That's it.
No stories?
Yeah, I'll meet you for lunch.
The words to this. I would like you to stand and sing with me Happy Birthday to Mr. Brooker. Are we ready? 1, 2, happy. Drink 1,000 beers, get plastered, you bad boy. Happy birthday to you. Let's eat.
Happy birthday, Gord. Thanks for inviting me. It's been great. Good seeing all these people out here. Hope you have many, many more, and I know your sense of humor will never go away. Take care.
Happy birthday.
She's not really with me, but we know each other very well from the past. Go ahead, Donna.
I did. I said happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Gord. Happy birthday. You say. Mom says you throw a good party.
May you have at least 3 or 4 more.
Okay, you can go anytime.
Okay, yeah, hi. Hi, Mr. Brooker. Happy birthday, Mr. Brooker.
Oh, that's it?
That's it, yeah.
All right, you guys turn.
Well, no, really not that creative. My friend Bob here
has a job. Wait, that's not clean. Okay, there's a sheep. No, wait, that's not clean either. Okay. Monica Lewinsky. No, that's not clean either. Okay, here's a clean.
As good as you want.
Why didn't the chicken cross the road? Because he was chicken.
The one person in this room that's known Court Brooker longer than anyone else, other than his mother. And I'm not proud of it, but there's nothing I can do about it. Court and I were...
She's keeping the reins on her.
footsteps of cinematography. I just wanted to say happy birthday, and you gave me a good enough reason to leave Regina tonight to come out to Winnipeg. And it's just been incredible work with you the past year, Court, and I look forward to the next year. And what can I say? Happy birthday to an incredible guy.
Mark, you're like an uncle to me. I love you. Happy birthday.
do we want to do? We want to go up to the lounge and have a few drinks. So